Welcome to Talking Football, and we've had another great spell in the Premier League. We got our predictions spot on last week with the Lays, bang on, all correct, and I'll give you a wee 2x2 bet to finish this sequence today. So we'll just have a look through some of the games. Some of these managers you always find when they get to their ceiling. We talked about Brendan Rodgers. He was getting booed by the Leicester fans, and right away you look at him during the week there, and the result at Southampton 2-2, where they should have probably got a result. Again, that's where you see that that's as far as he's going to go. He's not going to go any higher than that, and that's why you can see he's getting the boos, and the fans are getting a wee bit dismayed now because they've won the Premier League in the past. So anyhow, sorry, no buying it. 10 men, alright. So it's probably a great result for him during the week, and his commitment and passion's there, we can see that. But Newcastle have got a squad of crap players, simple as that, and they've got to make sure that in January they buy maybe two that are going to boost their squad. You could buy Jesse Lingard, but there's no Antonio up front. Callum Wilson's alright, but he's not got the pace to Antonio, I don't think. That's my opinion. And to be honest with you, they've not got the midfield player, John Shelvey, compared to Declan Rice. Shelby's alright, but he's slow motion nowadays. As far as I'm concerned, he's far too slow. Good hardy player and sensible player, but far too slow, and no for me. He's no the Declan Rice that fed Antonio and Lingard last season. So Howe's going to have to work that out a wee bit and make sure if he takes Lingard and players like that, that he's got the service that's going to go to them, because Davy Moyes got them going well last year. But you can see another manager, Davy Moyes, gets his ceiling. 1-1 with Brighton at home. Can't do that. There are a few results like that have hurt him, you know. Great draw for us, but 1-1 with Brighton. What a goal, the Brighton goal though. Absolute screamer. And Chelsea, of course, straight in there. Watford, clinical. 71 minutes it took him to get a lead, but that was it, 2-1. One thing I would say is Man City are going to Watford next, and Watford will be full of confidence, and that's going to be a bad thing. Man City are going to slaughter them. Man City didn't really slaughter teams. If it's 2-0 at half time, I'll finish 2-0. But Man United will beat Watford. That's a straightforward, easy pick for this weekend. The Wolves game, 0-0 with Burnley. You see Traore going through in the goals, and the centre forward's running alongside him. Pass it to him. He's drawn the defender over, gave him the pass, but it was a great shot, hit the underside of the bar, didn't go in. But it could have been simple. Football's simple. Pass the ball, let the ball do the work. That's what it's all about. And some players just go a wee bit too far with it. And that was one of these situations where Traore probably should have just squared it to the boy, and that would have been it done. What a goal for Silva for Man City to win at Villa. Villa, great display, but you would expect that because the new manager, he got a couple of good results to start with. They'll find out once they get the bad result, it's not a bad result, but when they get the losses, they'll find out to see if they can bounce back against Leicester. Brendan Rodgers should be clever enough to beat Villa, but again, does he reach his ceiling? And the Villa-Leicester game turns out in another good result for Steve. Because if he can get the result there, that'll get them on a run. But if he doesn't get the result there, that's where you'll see the strength in Villa. Spurs, good result against Brentford. I thought a really solid, nice performance. 2-0. That 2-0 scoreline again, brilliant to see. And I think Spurs is my banker in the next round of games to play Norwich, 1.44. Can he take nothing away from Norwich? Doing well, getting the results, another good point. So they're working hard, and that's all they're going to be, a hard working side this season. So they've got to get knuckled in and get out of that relegation. Southampton, Brighton, you would think Brighton could probably get a result there, but Southampton, one of the funniest teams in the league, to be honest with you. You can never tell what's going to happen there, and that'll be a good game. Newcastle, Burnley, as I say, Newcastle got to get a result, but I was right, Burnley will get something out of that, at least a draw. West Ham, Chelsea should beat West Ham, but as I said to you about last week, Man United with only one chance and one mistake in that Chelsea defence. It didn't come for a defender, to be fair, it came for Jorginho, and Sancho was right through and got the goal, but it was a mistake. We knew that mistake was there, and Man United needed one chance, and to be honest with you, we could see it coming. So the draw, good result for Man United. I thought a poor result for Chelsea, although they did deserve to win, let's be fair, they did deserve to win. And looking at the Everton-Arsenal game, Arsenal, that was to me an improved performance against Man United, who are desperate for a win, and they got a 3-2, great game. And Ronaldo, 2 cracking goals. Saka missing thought, so Arsenal won at full strength, you could say, because Saka's been the guy that got them the goal on the Saturday, and he's been the guy that's been really a bit of flair, a bit of skill, like Salah for Liverpool. And to be honest with you, Ronaldo, as before, and 2 important goals. Man United, good result against Arsenal. But as you can see, that was another important result for Man United. And Carrick now away to do his own thing, which is great. Rangnick, if I'd been the coach and I had my work permit cleared, I'd have been in charge of the team first time. I'd have said, right, Michael, thanks very much, you can get on the bus now, you're away. You want to go and take over Derby County with Wayne Rooney? That's brilliant, on you go. So you've got to look at Carrick, he's going to get his wee chance. Lampard's had his wee chance. Steven Gerrard's in his chance. It's good to see all these young managers, and it's going to be interesting to see which one comes out on top, if any. But back to Newcastle. I can't have this keeping on going on about Ashley and Bruce. Get over it. Ashley kept you in the Premier League. Look at Sunderland. Compare yourself with Sunderland. You stayed in the Premier League with a poor team, and you're saying a poor manager, but a poor manager managed to keep you up every season. So I would get over it and support your manager you've got there now, even although he's just another one that'll put you close to Sunderland if you didn't watch yourselves. And if he doesn't get money to spend, he's in trouble. And even if he does, as I said to you before, when he starts speaking to players like Ronaldo, they'll be saying to him, who are you? And it's going to be interesting to see if any of them sign. I would have a wee bet this weekend, and it would probably be Leeds in the draw. That would give you 2 bets. Man United in a draw. Palace will test them though. They'll be up for it. That's a Crystal Palace Cup final, you see, because they'll want to go there, and Saha, he'll be wanting to prove something. But I would take Man United 1.58 and the draw's 4.3. Keep that on your side. Spurs 1.44. That would be my banker. So that would be it. Leeds in the draw, Man United in the draw, Spurs, and I would take, for some big prices, Arsenal in the draw. That would be my 8 bets with the bookies this weekend. So you've got to have a look at the football. And this week, the odds compilers with Betfair. I don't know what the guys got their algorithms wrong this week, because the Southampton-Leicester game had odds at 2.37 on the correct score market with a nice Dutch bet, and the odds should have been 3.89, so slaughtered into that, and obviously it didn't come off. It was a brilliant result for us. And then the Man United game, the odds compilers again, I think they went in at 2.67, something that should have been 3.89, so again I charged into lay that, and that was superb money. And when you get all these wee systems and methods and things like that added, and understand how it all works, how the odds work, and the correct score market's a great market to play in if you get it right. And so is the match odds. And when you know that the odds are wrong and in your favour, and even when there's no value in there, you know what the outcomes are going to be. You can get yourself with your data, you're really pointing in the right direction. So that's another week. Celtic went to Parkhead, got beat 1-0, played defensively. You're a crap team when you're playing defensively and you're trying to win or get into second place. Celtic's in a rebuild now. You want to attack Celtic, you didn't want to go and sit back. They went and sat back, got beat 1-0, and what did they expect? They're playing for a draw. You're not going to get a draw. You're going to get beat when you play for a draw, most times anyway. So the Premier League Scotland, 2-horse race now, that's that all over. Rangers and Celtic, interesting. It's the only time you tune into Premier Leagues when Rangers play Celtic, because they should scrape through against all the other sides, and it must be hard to stay motivated sometimes, but going to Livingston in the pouring rain would be a disaster, you know. And all the way up to Ross County, I can tell you I've done that a few times with the Hearts supporters and the boys, and Inverness, disaster. But anyway, the pubs are open, that's the main thing in Scotland. So remember, it's your money, it's my money, it's everybody's money. Have respect for winners and losers. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, give us a like, and we'll speak to you again next week.